It's your boy Stingray Cool. About to tell you about the man, the myth, the legend, the legendary Lionel Richie. Oh crap! Hold up. Lionel Richie was born Lionel Brockman Richie Jr. on June 20th, 1949. Makes him 72 years old in Tuskegee, Alabama. U.S. Occupation: singer, songwriter, musician. 19 years after 1968 to present. Spouses: Brenda Harvey, 1975 to 1993. Dan Alexander, 1995 to 2004. Children including Nicole and Sophia. Nicole Richie had a song back in 2003 with Paris Hilton called Simple Life. Basically, where they take two chicks, just preppy, proper, like, oh my gosh, them kind of girls, like valley girls, sound like a valley girl, like, oh my goodness. Ugh. It took them in the country where they're like, hey boy, hey girl, you gonna work with your hands and get dirty. Genres: soul, pop, and R&B. Instruments: vocals, saxophone, and piano. Labels: Island, Mercury, AMG, Motown. Associate acts: The Commodores. Michael Jackson, USA of Africa. Kenny Rogers, Diana Ross. His second album, Can't Slow Down, in 1983, reached number one on the Billboard 200 chart. So he sold over 2 million copies worldwide, becoming the best-selling albums of all time. And spawned the number one singles All Night Long and Hello, is it me you're looking for? Basically, All Night Long and Hello. And he then co-wrote in 1985 the charity single "We Are the World" with Michael Jackson, which sold over 2 million copies. And his third album, "Dancing on the Ceiling" in 1986, spawned the number one single "Say You, Say Me" from 1985 film White Nights, and the number two hit title track from 1986 to 1996. Richie took a break from recording. He has since then released seven studio albums in 2018. He joined the singing competition American Idol and served as a judge. During his solo career, Richie became one of the most successful balladeers of, of the 1980s and sold over 100 million records. Mhm. Worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling artists of all time. He has won four Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year for "We Are the World" and Album of the Year for "Can't Slow Down." "Say You, Say Me" won both the Academy Award and the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song from a Film. In 2016, Richie received the Songwriters Hall of Fame's highest honor, the Johnny Mercer Award. In 2022, he will be inducted into Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame. In early life, Richie was born on June 20th, 1949, in Tuskegee, Alabama, the son of Lionel Brockman Richie Sr., a U.S. Army System Analysis, and Alberta R. Foster, a teacher. On March 4th, 2011, he appeared on NBC's Who Do You Think You Are, which found out that his maternal great-grandfather was a national leader of the early African American fraternal organization. Notably, J. Lewis Brown was principal organizer. It got the P in it. Well, you can't see it, but everyone talk about pushing P. Ironically, this got a P. Supreme Grand Archman of the Knights of Wise Man, a fraternal organization for black men in post-Civil War period, formed in Nashville in 1879. It was a fraternal insurance and burial benefit society, as were so many others during the period. Richard grew up on the campus of Tuskegee Institute and graduated from Joliet Township High School East Campus in Joliet, Illinois. Excuse me. A star tennis player in Joliet, he accepted a tennis scholarship and attended Tuskegee Institute, where he graduated with a Bachelor a science degree in economics. Richie considered studying divinity to become a priest in the Episcopal Church, in which he has been baptized, but ultimately decided he was not priest material and decided to continue his musical career. He is a member of Kappa Psi, a national honor fraternity for band members, and an active life member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. His career, the Commodores. I'm gonna have to paraphrase some of this because it's a lot of long information. Some of this content got long information, some of it got short. Basically, some of the wiki got long information, some got short. A student of Tuskegee, Richie formed a success in the R&B groups in the mid 1960s. In 1968, he became a singer and saxophonist with the Commodores. They signed a record recording contract with Atlantic Records in 1968 for one record before moving on to Motown Records. Initially as a support act to the Jackson 5, the Commodores then became established as a popular soul group. Their first several albums had a discernible, funky sound, as in such tracks as Machine Gun and Brick House. Over time, Caesar Brick House, she might have made that and let it all hang out. That song. 36, simple, the rest. Over time, Richie wrote and sang more romantic, easily listened ballads. It's easy, like I'm easy, easy like Sunday morning. And three times, it's like you once, twice, three times a lady. That song. And still, and breakup ballad called Salon. I don't know how to sing them two. I only know them two songs. In 1974, Richie achieved the first commercial success as a songwriter with Happy People, which he co-wrote with Jeffrey Bowen and Donald Baldwin. Originally intended as the Commodore's track, it was recorded by the Temptations, who had their pen- penultimate number one R&B with song by the late 1970s. Richie had begun accepting songwriting commissions from the other artists. He composed Lady for Kenny Rogers, Lady, you're my knight in shining armor, that song, which hit number one on 1980s and produced Rogers' album Share Your Love. The following year, Richie and Rogers maintained a stronger friendship in later years. Latin jazz composer and salsa romantica pioneer La Palabra enjoyed international success with his cover of Lady, which was played at Latin dance clubs. Also in 1981, Richie sang the title theme song for the film Endless Love, a duet with Diana Ross. Issued as a single, the song topped the Canada, Brazil, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and U.S. pop music charts and became one of Motown's biggest hits. Its success encouraged Richie to branch out into a full-fledged solo career in 1982. He was replaced by lead singer of the Commodores by Scalar Jet. In 1983 solo career, Richie debuted solo albums. Lionel Richie contained three hit singles on U.S. number one, Truly, which continued the style of his ballads with the Commodores, and launched his career as one of the most successful balladeers of the 1980s. In the top five hits, You Are and My Love. And that song, You Are My Love, You Are My Rain, Let the Sun of Death again. And My Love album hit number three, that Deuce Deuce Deuce, on the music charts and sold over 40 million copies. In 1983, follow-up album Can't Slow Down sold over twice as many copies and won two Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year. We got songs like All Night Long, Must See. In 1984, he performed All Night Long at the closing ceremony of the XX111 Olympic Games. I don't know my Roman numerals like that, but you can guess it out. He had several more top hits followed. The most successful was Ballads Hello. No, hello, is it me you're looking for? That song. In 1984, and you got Stuck on You, number three, Running with Night, number seven, Penny Love, number eight, no, Stuck on You. And then in 1985, he had Missing You, a former label mate and a duet partner, Diana Ross, Number 10 pop, number 1 R&B. In 1985, he wrote and performed "Say You, Say Me" for the film White Nights. The song won an Emmy and reached number 1 on the U.S. charts, staying there for 4 weeks. Billboard's No Year End 100, and That's What Friends Are For. He did with Diane, Deanne and Friends. He also collaborated with Michael Jackson on the church single "We Are the World" by USA for Africa, another number 1 hit. In 1986, Richie released "Dancing on the Ceiling," his last widely popular album, which produced a run for 5 U.S. and UK hits: "Say You, Say Me," U.S. number 1; "Dancing on the Ceiling," U.S. number 2; "Love Will Conquer All," U.S. number 3; "Ballerina Girl," U.S. number 7; and "Say La," U.S. number 2. He made his return to recording and performing following the release of his first greatest hits collection Back and Front in 1992. Since then, his ever more relaxed schedule has kept his recording and live work to minimum. He broke the silence in 1996 with "Louder Than Words," on which he resisted any change of style of the musical fashion, hoping the past decade sticking instead with his chosen path as well-crafted soul music, which in inventory years has become known as contemporary hip hop, contemporary R&B. Rich's album in the late 1990s, such as "Louder Than Words" and "Time," failed to match the commercial success of his early work. Some of his recent albums, such as "Reminiscence" and "Just for You," have returned to his older style and achieved success in Europe, but only modest notice in the United States. Richie was the headliner in 2006 4th of July tribute concert with Fantasia Barrino, North Carolina's own, Charlotte's own, baby, North Kakalaki own, Fantasia, and the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I got some content on Fantasia coming out pretty soon. On May 7th, 2006, Richie performed on the main stage, Acura stage, at the New Orleans Jazz Heritage Festival, replacing Antoine Fats Domino, who had fallen ill. Richie released his eighth studio album titled "Coming Home" on September 12th, 2006. First single of the album was "I Call It Love" and was premiered in July 2006, becoming his biggest hit in the U.S. in 10 years. The album was a big success for Richie in the United States, peaking at number 6. Mm. Richie is also popularity in the A-rap world. Richie's, Richie is also popular musician in various A-rap states. He has performed in Morocco, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Libya. John Berman from ABC News reported in 2006 that grown Iraqi men get misty-eyed by the mere mention of his name. That's beautiful. Uh-huh. I love Lionel Richie. They say they can sing an entire Lionel Richie song. Good Google movie. Merman wrote that Richie said he was told that Iraqi civilians was playing all night long the night U.S. tanks invaded Baghdad. Richie was against the war and has said he would like to perform in Baghdad someday. Personal life, of course, he was born in 1975. Richie is married to his college sweetheart Brenda Harvey in 1983. Couple and formerly adopted Nicole Camille Escobedo, now Nicole Richie. I thought she was white, but she's Hispanic. I'm assuming Escobedo, that's a Hispanic name. The 2-year-old daughter of a member of Lionel's band, who was also the niece of drummer Sheila E. As Prince would say, Sheila E. Richards raises Nicole as their daughter and adopted her legally when she was 9 years old. Facing in June 1988, Harvey was arrested and charged with corporal injury to spouse resisting arrest, trespass, and vandalism. We're gonna skip that, folks, on good news. He's a breast cancer activist. Breast cancer activism. Richie help raise 3.1 million for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. He was the featured performer at the foundation's Soirée Banquet, the annual Spring Gala in 2003. Richie told the crowd that his grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer in her 80s, but survived and lived until she was 103 years old. He stated that she was his endurance symbol of hope and his reason of becoming a breast cancer activist. see, awards honors. He won the Grammy Awards for "We Are the World" by Michael Jackson, and he co-wrote with Michael Jackson. Album of the Year 1984, "Can't Slow Down." Producer of the Year, non-classical 1984. The Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Truly in 1982. Richie was, oh goodness, first person to receive an RIAA Diamond album. Richie has become nominated for two Golden Globes, two The Deuce Deuce albums. One in 1982, he was nominated for Best Original Song for the film Endless Love. We said that. 1986, he was nominated and won the award for Original Song for the song Say You, Say Me. We said that. Featuring the film White Nights. We said that. This song also won the Academy Awards for Best Original Song. We said that. His filmography, he played in Scott Joplin with the Commodores, 1977. 1978, he played a Tank. Thank God It's Fridays with the Commodores, 1991. Truth or Dare documentary, 1996. The Preacher's Wife. Yeah, boy, my boy Denzel. In 1998, Parole. In 2007, The Simpsons episode He Loves to Fly and He Does. 2011, Who Do You Think You Are? 2011, Lionel Richie Dancing on the Ceiling, part of the BBC 4 documentaries series Black Music Legends. Zoinks ain't getting no water. The 1980s, 2014, Oprah Winfrey's Masterclass, 2018 and 2021, American Idol, Judge, 2019, The Black Godfather documentary, 2020, Jeopardy, greatest of all time. Headliner on tours, all hits all night long tour, 2016, discography, Lionel Richie, his studio albums was Lionel Richie, 1982, Can't Slow Down, 1983, Dancing on the Ceiling, 1986, Louder Than Words, 1996, Dancing on the Ceiling was 1986, Louder Than Words, 1996. Time 1998, Renaissance 2000, Just For You 2004, Coming Home 2006, Just Go 2009, and Tuskegee 2012. And that's the story of Lionel Richie. Peace and love.